Now y'all help me make this make sense. Last year I saw Obama chastise black men saying, y'all not supporting this Indian woman. Remember Kamala, who wasn't black, is not black. You know, was, is not. Okay? She's Hindu. She's Indian. But I watched Obama sit there and chastise black men saying, y'all don't want to support this woman. But at the same time, turn around, go to Virginia and campaign against a real natural black woman. Y'all, listen, this let me know one thing. This ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side. God's side or Satan's side. Nothing to do with color. Pay attention.
All too aware that as a first black couple, we could...
Yes, the truth about this whole thing, Obama is obsessed with power. They just want power. They don't care who he is. If you look at Democrat endorsing this guy in New York, you can realize what I'm talking about. They don't care. Obama came out and shamed black people. Now, look at this.
Watch this. This is Barack Obama talking to black men when Kamala Harris was running for president. Pay attention to what he's saying, and then pay attention to what I show you after and think about it.
On the one hand, you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. He's had to work harder and do more.
So when he's talking to black men about voting for Kamala Harris, he makes sure to make it about race and say she's like you. You need to vote for her. But now let's translate that to the governor's race in Virginia. You have a black woman running. Her name is Winsome Earl Sears, and a white woman named Abigail Spanberger. Let's take a look and see who Barack Obama endorsed.
Virginia's elections are some of the most important in the country this year, and I am proud to endorse Abigail Spanberger for governor.
But Barack Obama was just telling black men that we should have voted for Kamala Harris because she's black and has similar experiences as us. But now there's a black woman running for governor in the state of Virginia, and Barack Obama is endorsing the white woman. Why is that? Because it's not about aligning yourself with people that look like you. It's about Democrats staying in power or getting power. Barack Obama was just manipulating black people's sensitivity on race in order to get them to vote for a Democrat. But now that the black person is a Republican and not a Democrat, he's going to vote against that black individual. So again, it's not about skin color. It's about political power, and Democrats just manipulate black people's sensitivity on race in order to get black people to help Democrats stay in power. And many black Americans don't realize it. And that's exactly what Barack Obama was doing, using black American skin color to try to manipulate them into voting for Democrats.
Yes, I don't like doing identity politics. Obama can't miss this. Sometimes when I look at this man, I used to wonder if by now people don't realize who he is. Obama came out and shamed black people campaigning for Kamala Harris. We saw everything, like the beginning of this clip. Now, suddenly, he changed his mind, campaigning for a white woman. You know, at a certain point, when I look at this and how black people are reacting to this on social media, is extremely concerning. Watching Michelle Obama a few hours ago, she said something linking to race and people are blowing up on her. I don't know why these people are so obsessed with this issue of racism. It is insane.
All too aware that as a first black couple, we couldn't afford any missteps.
Yeah.
And you also say, as a black woman, I was under a particularly white hot glare. Did you feel that?
For sure. You can't afford to get anything wrong because you didn't get at least until the country came to know us, we didn't get the grace that I think some other families have gotten.
But the truth is, every single one of you has misguided anger. This is going to be a controversial take, so before you come into my comments and rage,
Hair as women of color, that the way our hair naturally grows out of our head, it's beautiful, but if we struggle to make it look like the standard, that means we are spending thousands of hours and lots of money straightening out what is naturally curly hair, right? And that takes time out of your life. It costs money.
Yeah, she hasn't been in the White House for over 8 years and is still complaining about living there. I don't see her complaining about the untold millions she made since she left just because she lived there, though. These people can stop. I don't know if Michelle Obama can stay or have an interview or a conversations without always bringing in things like this. I'm getting tired. Like, seriously.
She's still bitter about it. Here's Michelle Obama. This is why she's on my mind. She's now, remember, she just like literally 10 days ago, she was out there complaining about how famous she is, and she's very annoyed at her fame. And she hates going into restaurants, and people are always looking at her. So what do? You start a podcast, a video, a YouTube show, and also debut a new book all about your, quote, look. It's about her look and her amazing fashion sense. God. Yeah, because she hates fame and apparently money too. So she gets out there, she's promoting her new book, The Look, and see if you can sense something familiar in this promo, SOT 15.
It's the look. My new book, it is about personhood. It's about how what we wear is an armor that suits us up and gets us ready to face the challenges of the day.
This is the thing that offends me so much about what we just watched. It feels like we're being gaslit.
Yep.
As an elder millennial, I remember a time where Oprah was the most popular woman in all of America.
And Beyonce is like the number one selling.
Yeah, I don't think black women are unseen in America.
Well, we grew up in an era where our heroes were all black men and women.
Women today, I mean, we're facing a time now, where people with power are trying to,
When you take a look at these, Michelle Obama complained that hairstyles are racist because black people have to spend more money and time to achieve them. I believe you've seen this video. I posted this few days ago where she came, with different kind of complaints. When I saw that video, Megyn Kelly reacted to it. If you have been following this channel, you might have seen that. That should tell you a lot about this woman. She came out the other day complaining about issue of hair, and it was a trend everywhere on social media. A lot of people mocked her. At a certain point, when I look at these people, I really wonder if, taking a look at this article, in 2020, Obama gave a speech at Stanford Cyber Policy Center advocating sweeping censor of the internet. Now, public has discovered the same center last month hosted a secret meeting with EU, UK, Brazil, Australia officials to plot global censor, including of the US. Obama was part of this. That should tell you a lot about this man. Michelle sitting here talking about this, it's insane. I don't want to make the video long. I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people constantly supporting me, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. If you notice, I drop 2-3 videos daily. So please always tune in and always share the videos. There is something about the short videos at the end that is for the YT algorithm. You can always skip.
Told that you're not ready. And that was my first instinct.
Should have more Republicans on the show, but they don't want to come on. They're scared of us.
It's history.
When I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic, he even gets an off.
If the Democrats
thing, because how many times somebody asks
for?
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama
is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC
Want them to stop
fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show.
To spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there,
not all the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about how well he did